Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we'll be taking a look at the DX Kamen Rider Chronicle Gashat Ride Player version from Kamen Rider X-Aid. This was a premium Bandai release. I think this is actually, I got mine on the second run. I think the first run was in November. I think the second run was in December, if I'm not mistaken. There might even be a third run in January. But anyway, we've seen the Chronicle Gashat before. It came with the Bugle Driver's Vi. But that was Kronos' version. This is the one that all the ride players used to play Kamen Rider Chronicle and challenge all the riders and everything. So definitely important to the story, and that's why you can see the generic ride player design is featured here on the front. You can see it kind of extends to the side. Very cool. I like how the packaging does that. On the side, you see Kamen Rider Chronicle Gashat Ride Player version. And then on the back, you know, typical packaging shows you how to use it with the Bugle Driver's Vi. It has some sounds on its own, of course. We've already seen that. And you can see on the bottom, this is actually just a slipcover. And if you pop this off, this is what the game looked like in the show. Like if you were in the show and you're like, hey, I want to play Kamen Rider Chronicle, and you went to the store and they would have a big display of boxes of these around. So as you can see, it says Genom Corp in the corner, and then on the back it's just the exact same picture again. So I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of a prop at the same time as being, you know, the packaging that the toy comes in. So I think that's a really nice touch, and I think that's really fun that they did that. These were all the riders you had to beat in the game. So really cool. So I mean, you could display it like this. If you like the more traditional packaging that fits with all the other retail releases, you can slide this back inside, and then you have your normal packaging with the ride player here. So I think that's pretty cool. I really appreciate that they did it both ways like that. Let's go ahead and get it out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. So, fun packaging aside, there's actually a really cool toy to play with. So this is the Kamen Rider Chronicle Ride Player Gashat. It looks very similar to the normal one. In fact, I have the normal one right here. This is the Kronos version. This is the ride player version. If you're just looking at them head on, they look identical. If you look at them from the side, they both say Rider Chronicle. Look at them from the back. I assume the QR codes are different, but there's no way you're going to be able to really scrutinize that. The main difference, as you can probably tell, this one has Kronos on the screen, and this one has the ride player on the screen. So let's see if I can get these timed up. That's stereo sound, baby. So you have Kronos on this one and the ride player. If we do again. So as you can tell, the first two sounds on both of these are exactly the same, but then they start to differ. You get that sound that I assume is them like powering down when they're leaving the game. Whereas this one... Oh, I guess I let this one sit for too long. There you go. That one goes the game start. Is it? I think that's... Yeah, okay. So that has game start and game clear, whereas this one just has that kind of powering down sound. So that's it for the similarities, I guess. I'm going to put this one back off to the side. So the first two sounds are the same, then it has that third powering down sound, and if you just keep hitting the button, it'll just cycle through those three sounds over and over again. But if you hold this down... So then we switch into freeze mode. You get another Kamen Rider Chronicle. Get another enter the game. Not sure why. Another Kamen Rider Chronicle. And then we cycle back through. So I believe there's... Okay, there's 14 phrases. Of course, 2 of them are Kamen Rider Chronicle, even though you get them in the normal 3 cycle. And then you, of course, get another enter the game, which I love that jingle. But to me, if you're entering the like clip mode or the sound clip mode, whatever you want to call it, obviously it's mostly Nico and Taiga talking from the show. I don't know why it just randomly throws another Kamen Rider Chronicle in the middle of those phrases. Just, I love saying it. I don't know. I do really appreciate that it's a multicolored LED. Obviously, you can see it's green when you kind of start it up for the first time. When Nico's talking, it's clear. When Taiga's talking, it's that darker blue. I think that's cool. I really like that. So, yeah, I think it's definitely worth having a third version of Chronicle because this one has a lot of cool, unique sounds in it. And, of course, you have that ride player in the window. Just for fun, here is the other one that I mentioned. This is the one that came with the CD. This one plays some music when you put it in the gamer driver, but I think this one is mostly the same phrases. Yeah, so this one's pretty much exactly the same as the Kronos version as far as phrases on its own, whereas this one is different. So, yeah, very cool. Like I said, it's my third version of this Gashat, but each one is different and has its own unique things to it that make it fun. And I definitely think it's worth having all 3. But yeah, that's going to be it for this thing on its own. Let's go ahead and bring in the... We'll start with the Bugle Driver. Why not? So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in. Now, normally the Bugle Driver just kind of plays the level 3 sound, so it's not really anything super exciting, but hey, X8's fun. Let's do it. So you get another taste of that multicolored LED in there. Obviously you're seeing blue, red, purple, yellow, green. I think that's really fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it for its use with the Bugle Driver. Alright, let's pop it into the gamer driver. So there you go. Go ahead and transform. Once again, really nice, beautiful, multicolored LED. Wait for it. So that should sound familiar. That's what we heard from the Bugle Driver. Now we can have some fun. Put in the one with these theme songs. Alright, I confess, it was just an excuse to hear People Game again. That song's fun. Alright, so unfortunately I don't have any of the Gashat weapons handy. They're all in storage, but we can hear what it does in this thing. I think this thing is a lot of fun. I mean, I know it's technically my third version of the Kamen Rider Chronicle Gashat. I don't even mind. It's really, really fun. The ride players were kind of a big part of like the whole second arc or second half of the series, that it's really fun to get a version of this that is kind of specific to them, because like I said, they were a big part of the show. I love having them on the screen here. I love all the Nico and Taiga phrases. That's a really nice addition as well. The packaging's really fun. You have kind of the traditional packaging, and then of course you have this packaging that's very specific to the show. It's exactly what it looked like when ride players were buying this from stores in the show. So I think that's a really nice addition. Yeah, I like it a lot. I really think this thing is fun. Like I said, it was a premium Bandai release. I think it was somewhere in the area of 1,600 yen before fees and shipping and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think it should be too terrible to try to track one down. It's fairly recent release, so you know, Mandarake, Yahoo Japan auctions, eBay, things like that, if you're looking for this guy. Yeah, I really like it. I highly recommend it. It's also just fun to revisit X-Aid because I love the series so much. So I kind of love these late in the game premium Bandai releases, because it's like, oh, I get to play with my old friends again. And it's just, I don't know, it's just, I loved X-Aid, and this is really fun to have. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look at the DX Kamen Rider Chronicle Gashat Ride Player version. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.